Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First play, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of them.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Opening drive set. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on second and 9. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Packers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Play action this time with Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You're always thinking about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. Short throw to Musgrave. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
1st down going to the air with Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Jones. And he stopped immediately there. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Madison running on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Cousins now from the 50. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there. Going to be 3rd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a first down carry by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been and probably should have been a 3rd interception of this first half. He's got to figure out something because you cannot give the ball away like he's done and have any chance to win this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Love from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Following the interception, Cousins. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a gain of 34.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Inside the 20. Still going. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Ready.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here is 3rd and 5.
On the ball.
Again, it's Dillon. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Give left side here for Nwangu. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here. And that one.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who.
Shedding the tackle, and gives him some room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On second down, Dillon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times.
Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, no longer.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the